Hey everyone, CV Tech here. Today I am doing my 5-day challenge review of the LG Volt 2. Now I used this phone for a total of 5 days and I gotta say I really enjoyed using this phone. So in a second here I'm going to go through some of the things with it that I experienced, what I liked about it, not liked about it, stuff like that. Look over some battery tests that I ran and maybe even run a few benchmark tests just to see what kind of test it does run and everything. So, yeah, really nice little phone. Let's go ahead and get into this review on the 5-day challenge. Okay, so here I am with the LG Volt 2. First thing I want to do is recap the specs of this phone and give you all the information on this phone. So we'll go ahead and start out. Right now, this phone does run Android 5.1 Lollipop, and I have had some comments asking questions, asking if this phone will get Marshmallow, and it would be nice if it did. However, I don't see it happening. I've not heard any news about it happening, but it'd be kind of cool if it did. But we'll have to just wait and see on that. This phone does have a 5-inch display at 720 by 1280 resolution at 294 pixels per inch. It does have a 70.6% screen to body ratio. This phone does have an 8 megapixel camera on the rear with LED flash, records in full 1080 at 30 frames per second. Also has a 5 megapixel camera on the front that records also in full 1080 video recording. Now this phone does run a 1.2 gigahertz quad-core Snapdragon 410 processor with a 64-bit chip and Adreno 306 GPU with 1 gigabyte of RAM, 8 gigs of built-in storage with around 3.3, 3.5 gigs, something like that available to user, and it will support up to a 32 gigabyte micro SD card. It has a 2540 milliamp hour battery with an estimated 21 hours of talk time. However, that will vary depending on how you use your phone. Now, this phone is a 3G, 4G LTE, enhanced LTE device, and also has Bluetooth 4.0. So with all that information here, this phone, I have really enjoyed using this phone for the past 5 days. It's just been a pleasure to use, and I will explain why here in a minute. Now, remove the back cover. The battery is removable, which is really nice. To have a couple extra batteries in case, just in case. Micro SD card slot up here, and your micro SIM card slot down here below it. Your little speaker down here at the bottom. That's not too bad. Now, this phone here, I love the way the phone is curved. It has a curved back to it. However, the screen is flat, but the phone is a little curved in the back here, which gives it kind of that, little awesome look to it. On the back here is your volume and power rocker and power button, camera flash, rear speaker, nothing on the sides, micro USB charging port on the bottom, headset jack on top with a secondary speaker, and your 5-inch display, your speaker there, front facing camera, and your on-screen keys for your back, home, and recents button. So, okay. Now we'll go ahead and power the phone on. And the screen on this phone is really nice. Now, it's not 1080, nothing like that. It's 720, but it looks really good, and it's really crisp and really clear. And the phone, I gotta say, runs very, very well. And I will go ahead and explain that to you why it does run so good. I watched a video a little while back, and I want to give a big shout out to Tito over at Aloha Android. I seen his video, and it was about Facebook Lite and how it makes your phone run better. So I did do that, and if you're interested, hop on over there to his channel, check out his video. I think it's about Facebook. There's 1 or 2 videos about Facebook. You can go in there and it will have a link on how to download Facebook Lite because it's not available in the Play Store. Be sure to subscribe to his channel. He's really awesome. Has some really awesome videos. So big shout out to him. So I done that, and I gotta say this phone, when not long ago, I did have the Facebook app, Messenger app, which is like 450 megabytes when it's all logged in and everything's good. This phone run very laggy. It's very slow. I mean, as you see it here, it runs very clean, very fast. I mean, it's just buttery smooth, and there's really no lag to it unless you really push this phone hard. So whenever I downloaded the Facebook Lite app, I was able to delete Facebook and the Messenger app and download this little 5 megabyte download with Messenger already in it. And it really dramatically increased the speed of the phone. I mean, it really just took away the lag. Facebook lagged it down, Messenger lagged it down. But whenever I was able to delete that and download Facebook Lite, the phone just runs very well with very minimal lag. So that really helped out. And I would, if you're really wanting to find out about that, like I said, I will try to leave a link in the description below on that video. If I don't, then I'll hop over there and check out his channel and his video on that. So anyway, with that being said, the phone runs buttery smooth now, and I have no issues whatsoever with the phone. Now, I got some screenshots on the battery. I took a battery life test, and I was able to get 31 hours and 12 minutes on a single charge. Now, I was on the phone at this time, had 3% battery life, had 31 hours and 12 minutes. I was able to get 4 hours and 24 minutes screen on time, which is pretty awesome considering 31 hours plus 4 hours and 24 minutes of screen on time. And cell standby was a total of 1 day, 7 hours and 13 minutes and 1 second. Voice calls I was on the phone talking for 1 hour exactly for that battery test, and I was on YouTube for 1 hour and 2 minutes. So a little over an hour on YouTube, 1 hour on the phone, 1 day and 7 hours of the phone being on, and 4 hours and 24 minutes of screen on time for a 2540 milliamp hour battery. I gotta say, that's pretty awesome. And that's really good battery life, and it's removable. So if you ever want to, of course, just change batteries, you should be good to go for a while. Now, on to some things that I like is, of course, call quality is good, camera is really good. The phone feels very solid without any issues. The reception is good. Playing games works really well. Texting, keyboard, it's all fast. It just runs really well. And this phone runs in price. There's times you can buy it at Best Buy on sale for like $50, which is a deal, and I would grab it for sure at that price. I think right now it's on sale currently for $80. I'm not really sure, and of course prices do vary in boost stores and different kind of stores online, stuff like that. Prices do vary. So always check out your different prices in different stores. But Best Buy does have it for a really good price, and I would definitely recommend this phone. Now, some things about this phone that I do not like, and that is the fact that the buttons here are on screen. I prefer the buttons to be on the body of the phone, so therefore you get the whole 5-inch experience instead of having these on-screen keys. Not a big deal, but that's just something right there that I really don't care much about. Now, I also download, this is not the stock launcher, this is Apex launcher, and I use that on a lot of different phones. It works really well for me. I like this little, down here you can uh, swipe these little keys down here to put more in there if you wish, which is really nice in the Apex launcher, and it also makes it run that much smoother. So like I said, Netflix, um, web, everything seems to run very well by doing the steps that I took to make it run faster. Now, some of the things that I do not like about it, like I said, was the on-screen keys, and I'm really not fond of the rear keys back here that LG is doing on their phones. I'm not crazy about the volume rocker and power button being back here. Some like it, I don't. I prefer the volume rocker and power button be on the sides, top, whatever. Um, for one reason, if I have this in a side pocket or in a back pocket, there's times that I will hear it clicking. I'm like, what's that clicking noise? And all of a sudden, this take it out. It was like 30 pictures being taken. because it activates the camera, starts taking multiple pictures. There's times it will activate the quick notes. It will turn the phone on if it's off. If I got the phone on vibrate and if I hit it the wrong way, or if it hits on something the wrong way, it turns the volume all the way up. And if you need it to be quiet, there's times if it turns it all the way up and you don't know it, then you're liable to have a loud ringtone when it needs to be quiet. So there's times that it does hit the wrong way, hit the right way, and it does do some kind of odd things. Cause it's just so easy back here to just hit the buttons. I mean, they're so very easy to press. Now, as far as being on the phone talking, um, when you got it up to your ear, it's very nice just to be able to touch back here and everything and turn up and down the volume. But personally, I just prefer the keys to be on the sides or on the at least the size of the phone. And lastly, the speaker on the back, I prefer it to be on the front or at least the bottom where it's not covered and the not covered. However, on a flat surface, it is curved a little bit, so it does not muffle as bad as some phones do with rear facing speakers. So that's just my thoughts on the LG Volt 2. Sorry it was so long, but I wanted to get this out there. This is a very good phone. I really highly recommend it. It does work very smooth. It does work very fluid when you do a little few things added extra on to the phone, like I may mention earlier. So, any questions or comments about this LG Volt 2, leave them in the comment section below. I'll get back with you as soon as possible. If this helps you out any at all, give me that thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. Hit that subscribe button down below. I'd appreciate that as well. Y'all have a good one. Stay tuned for the next video.